Greetings, YouTube! The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary for Dungeons and Dragons. And we're doing another installment of our 2024 Player's Handbook spell reviews. Lots of spells changed. This is the next one in our list. We're only going through the spells that have significantly changed. We're going to look at the old spell. We're going to look at the 5.25 2024 version. And we're going to compare and contrast. We're going to give a grade to it, see how it changed and all that. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. And as usual, head on over to Dungeon Masters Guild. I've got 2 adventures that are up there. This one right here that's in front of me is the Painted Rock. They are there. I have the other one down here, which is the Vault of the Worms. So head on over there. Check them out. And let's get into the review. So here is the spell we're looking at. It is called Friends, and this is the Legacy 2014 5e version. It's a cantrip. It takes 1 action, has a range of self. So you cast this one, you would cast on yourself. Somatic and material component lasted for a minute. It did have concentration. It was School of Enchantment. Obviously, no saving throw. So for the duration, you have advantage on charisma checks directed at 1 creature of your choice that is not hostile towards you. So that there was some ambiguous language there, some ambiguity that was in that particular phrase that is not hostile towards you. It doesn't say that you are hostile towards, it says that is not hostile towards you. So then when the spell ends, the creature realizes that you charmed it, that you used magic on it, you didn't really charm it, and it becomes hostile. A creature prone to violence might attack you, so there's a lot of interpretation for the DM in this spell. Another creature might seek retribution, blah, blah, blah. So you just got advantage on charisma checks. So that would be advantage on persuasion, advantage on deception, advantage on intimidation. That is a charisma check. Not really sure why, but those are rules as written. So that was this spell. It wasn't because of the phrase in here at 1 creature of your choice that is not hostile towards you. This was not really a combat spell. It was a out of combat spell. I have seen this used in like role-playing situations. In my games, also if you watch any of Campaign 2 of Critical Role, Caleb uses this quite a bit to get like answers out of people or to charm them, things like that. So because it's not a combat spell, I would give it just a full C. Like I said, it really doesn't have use in combat. Now, how has it changed? Because there are some changes. How has it changed in 5.24 or 2024? Well, it's still a cantrip. It still only takes 1 action. Now it has a range because you are casting it on a creature. Instead of yourself, you're casting it on a creature. It still has somatic and material components. It still has a duration of 1 minute. It's still enchantment. Still no save. So you magically emanate a sense of friendship towards 1 creature you can see within range, which is 10 feet. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Now, I don't know why they said attack save none. Because there's a saving throw. So that is, I think that's a misprint. Because it should say wisdom. And it didn't. So it is a wisdom saving throw or it gets the charmed condition. Okay, now that seems pretty powerful. Because Charm Person does this, and Charm Person is a 1st level spell, not a cantrip. And then there are a number of other spells that put the charm condition on. If you don't know what the charm condition is, here it is right here. While you have the charm condition, you cannot harm the charmer. You cannot attack the charmer or target the charmer with damaging abilities or magical effects. And the charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact with you socially. Again, things like persuasion, things like deception, things like intimidate. So the target succeeds automatically if it is not a humanoid. So that's new. So the charm condition is new. The saving throw is new. The range is new. And if it is not a humanoid, it fails new. If you're fighting it, that is rewording the hostile part. or if you have cast this spell on it within 24 hours, that is also new. So there's some new things they put in here that limits that. A charm condition can be very powerful, but this limits it to out of combat again. Now, lastly, the spell ends early if the target takes any damage, or if you make an attack roll, deal damage, or force anyone to make a saving throw. When the spell ends, the target knows it was charmed by you. Now, the hostile stuff that's in here is taken out. This doesn't really say anything about doing damage or anything because you're not targeting the creature with the spell. You're targeting yourself. With this one, you're targeting the creature, so it ends. Again, this is not a combat spell. It is an out-of-combat spell, and because of its limitations, even though it's the charm condition and it only lasts for a minute, we're still going to give it a C. It's got some good... it has some good uses out of combat, but it does not meet my criteria for giving spells a really, really good grade. That is, can I use the spell every combat? Nope. Will I use the spell every combat? Nope. Impact upon my character. It has a little bit of impact out of combat. Maybe I'll be able to get an answer from like a guard or something, but I can't hang around for more than a minute because they'll know that I charmed them. Maybe it's something I can use to calm somebody down, that kind of thing. And impact on the adventuring party, probably very minor. It is a cantrip after all, so there is that. All right. So I do want to take a minute to remind people about one of my things in the new player's handbook, because it does talk about this charmed condition and it talks about advantage on ability checks. My least favorite thing about this book is how it is organized. So, playing the game is in Chapter 1, and if I go to D20 tests here, it talks about rolling a 20 and adding modifiers and all that. And if I go down here to proficiency, it talks about proficiency and proficiency bonus and skill proficiencies. And here, so finally it gets down to the skill list here. And so, and it talks about just the general description of the skills. I think they did skills a disservice in the 2024 Player's Handbook versus the 2014 5e Player's Handbook. 5e skills were very much up front, and I kind of feel in 2024 they're kind of an afterthought. But here they are. There's deception, there's intimidation, and there's persuasion. Their performance is in here too, so you could do that. They're all charisma. And those would be the ability checks that they're talking about here with the charm condition that you get advantage on. So, that is what it is. But again, this lasts only a minute, and you can't really cast it again because, or if you cast the spell on it within the past 24 hours, they're going to succeed on the saving throw, which means they're not going to get charmed, you're not going to have advantage, and then they'll probably end up going after you. So, all right, that is what I have for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.